Hey, teeth lovers. So today's episode is going to be me sharing another one of my client success stories. So my client Lori is sharing her testimonial of what she was experiencing prior to my program. So Lori's 24 years in hygiene. She's actually a myofunctional therapist, and she was actually referred to me by one of my other clients because her hip pain was so excruciating. She could not get out of bed. She felt like she was 80 years old. And, she's from Colorado, so she wasn't able to do the things that she loved, hiking and cycling. Like she hadn't done that in like 6 months, and she tried all the temporary fixes. She lived on Naproxen. And then after my program, now she's hiking and cycling like there's no tomorrow. So listen in to hear her transformation now. Hey there! Welcome to the Lift for Longevity podcast, where our goal is to build our strongest, healthiest body. We all deserve to feel our best, but since we only get one body, we have to make sure to protect it by moving safely and with purpose to prevent pain, injury, and surgery. I'm your host, Brianne, and I'm a fit pro turned business owner and also a girl mom. I'm obsessed with educating and empowering dental pros on how to take care of their body by training efficiently and building the right muscles to prolong their career. I know you're tired of spending time working out but still dealing with annoying aches and pains, getting rid of your pain temporarily only to have it come right back just a few hours later, or feeling like you never have any energy. You wish there was a long-term solution to get rid of your pain for good. Well, I'm here to give you real-life, actionable steps that you could take today to get rid of your pain, say goodbye to quick fixes, and have energy to live a life that you love. So if you're ready to get stronger, enjoy your life outside the operatory, and have longevity in your career, grab yourself a high-protein snack and let's get to it. So I am with my client, Lori, who was actually referred to me by another client. You both are from Colorado. From my recollection, I don't want to use this word, but you were like desperate because your hip pain was so bad. You couldn't do anything that you like outside of work. So talk to me a little bit, Lori, about what you kind of approached working with me for, 2 months ago.
My biggest, everything that I read on your website and other people, other clients, what they were saying about you, I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, everybody was kind of the same, I've tried chiropractic, I've tried massage and all that. And I had already made an appointment for physical therapy. And I'm like, you know what? I am going to try this out and everything that you offer. And it resonated with me. So I'm like, let's do this. I mean, starting from the foam roller, like I'm addicted to that thing. And you had answers for everything. Like the chiropractor is like, oh, well, your x-ray shows this till, everything was a Band-Aid. Like you'd have to go forever to the chiropractor, forever for massage. But I'm like, what's the root problem here? Like I am suffering. And I know it's just from years of like just sitting, and you like to think it would never happen to you. But, the way everything that you explain everything in your messages, it's like, oh, this makes sense. You think working out, you're like, well, I'm going to the gym all the time. And now I'm like, who would go to the gym? Like, we don't know what we're doing. Like, that's why you have personal trainers, because they tell you, oh, you need to work this muscle because of this. I always thought I need to do more push-ups because I need to strengthen this because obviously my hip hurts. And, you do YouTube videos and, you do your own until nothing's working.
Well, there's, the body's a very complex, piece of anatomy, if you will. Like there's a lot going on. There's hundreds of thousands of muscles, and it's like everything works together, and it is a science. So when people are like, oh, I can do it on my own, I'm like, good luck. But anyways, so your primary source of pain though was your hips, right?
Yes. I couldn't, it got to where like even getting out of the bed, I felt like an 80-year-old lady. Like I was just stiff. And like I was only stretching to get rid of the stiffness in the morning from whatever happened the day before, which was usually just working. Like I got to the point where I couldn't push through working out anymore, or I was suffering for 3, 4, 5 days, like taking Naproxen and other things just to like get back to my new normal, which sucked.
Well, and you had to completely cut out both hiking and cycling on your Peloton, which are like two of your biggest joys. So that's, for me, when I hear like that's affecting your,
not only your work, but like your personal life, I'm like, all right, I need to help you. Like, we need to nip this in the bud, because it's like, that's not a quality of life at all. So especially being in Colorado, like that's all you do.
Right. And like you had an answer for everything. Like, okay, we're going to do this. You start with this. And like, okay, this chick knows what she's talking about.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, yeah, I haven't been, you've been in dentistry, what, 20 years?
Yeah, it'll be 24.
Oh, holy cow, Lori. Wow, I did not know that. Yeah, I mean, I'm 10 years in fitness, so I've learned a thing or two, but you learn the more you're experiencing it with yourself and your clients and all that. But so how do you feel now? Talk to me about, what you're dealing with on a daily basis and all the good things.
I mean, I'm addicted to the foam roller. It's the first thing I grab in the morning. But it's not unusual. Like I can go hiking and walking and everything with zero pain. Like I come back from work and I feel good. Like I have things to look forward to.
Oh, yeah, like your hike today or this weekend. And you had just gone in the Peloton for the first time. Was that last week? That was last week, right?
Couple weeks. Yep.
And how many months had it been since you hadn't read the
probably since August. Yeah.
Oh my God, that had to have been torturous for you.
Because every time I would get on, if I would get off, it was like 3 days of doing nothing after that.
God. Oh, I'm so happy that you're feeling good and you're doing your hiking and your cycling.
Yep, I'm so happy.
Yeah, good. Well, you deserve it big time, and you're able to work comfortably too. So win.
And you're a good motivator. You're so super supportive and you're always available, and that's great.
Yeah, I mean, I tell people that when I'm on a call with them, I'm like, look, like I will give you as much support as you need. I'm not going to sit there and hold your hand and text you every day, but like I truly care about my clients and I want you guys to feel good and get the results that you need. And if you have any struggles, I want to know about it and I want to help. So I appreciate that. Yeah. But you hit the ground running and you're doing really, really well on your own. So aside from check-in calls, I think you're doing great.
I think we're doing good.
Have you learned quite a bit about like why you're having pain and what to do and what not to do, or talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, so you learn like, stretching just doesn't work. Like, I need to stretch. You taught me like what you need to strengthen. It's the opposite muscles instead of like the exact muscles. So that was interesting to me to think like all these years, like I've always been an avid, like go to the gym and work out, but like, no wonder I wasn't accomplishing anything. I mean, I was, but like not in the right places.
Right. Yeah, because you're not a personal trainer. You don't have that knowledge or the education. But once you learn it, through my program or on our conversations or whatever, it clicks. It makes sense. So
yeah, it really does.
Good.
Because my new favorite, is those rows that hit the lats and right in here. I'm like, and I only need to do 10 pounds. That's great.
For now, Lori, we'll talk about that after the call. So last question, I'll let you go as I know you're on your lunch break. What would you say, because I've had a few people come with like excruciating hip pain, and what would you say to somebody contemplating like working with me, starting my program? What would your advice be?
My advice would be to just jump in and do it, because you know what you're talking about. And I don't think anybody was as frustrated, and I mean, probably people are more frustrated and more pain than me, but you feel hopeless, and you made it not hopeless, and there was a light at the end of the tunnel. So just do it.
Yeah, well, like I said, you deserve it. I'm more than happy to help. So yeah, I appreciate that. All right. Well, thank you so much, Lori. We will chat next week.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
How awesome is Lori's story? She was so essentially desperate in need of help with her hip pain when I had met her, and now she's like thriving, and I couldn't be happier for her, right? She's able to cycle and hike, but she also balances doing those things what she loves with strengthening properly. Right now she knows that before what she was doing was not beneficial and she wasn't strengthening properly, and now she is. So I couldn't be more ecstatic to work with her, and her and I continue to talk to this day because she's just an amazing human, as all of my clients are. But anyways, if you're interested in learning more about my Lift for Longevity program, you can either shoot me a DM on Instagram, or I'm going to go ahead and link the application for my program down below. It's just a short questionnaire. If you are interested in potentially seeing if you're a good fit to work with me, go ahead and fill that out, and I will get back to you. Have a great week. Thank you so much for listening in today. I hope you got a takeaway from this episode. And if you did, would you be so kind to share it with another dental pro you think would benefit from it? I know you love learning, and chances are that they do too. Also, I would love to connect with you on Instagram, so go ahead and head over to the Lift for Longevity podcast page or follow me at Built by Brianne. If you shoot me a message saying hello, I will personally respond because I love chatting with dental pros. Before you go, though, I want to let you know that I appreciate you and what you do, and I hope to chat soon. Until next time, stay strong.